Mm. What up, YouTube Live? How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Wow. It has been what? I want to say 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks since the last time we had this Rocking It with Rama screen segment or episode. Um, it's been a busy month of March. Clearly, from the Oscars, and then after that, the preparation for South by Southwest, and then South by Southwest itself. Um, and I got really exhausted after South by Southwest, so I couldn't do this weekly show. And now this. Finally, whoo! I want to say maybe 3 Sundays have gone by without this live stream show. So it's good to be back, and I've picked some interesting topics for us to discuss from what happened this past week, and one of which is going to be about next week because next weekend is WonderCon 2019. Whoop whoop! Oh man, Mm, love it, man, love it. I think this is my. I want to say when was the last? Because WonderCon used to be in San Francisco back in the day, and then he moved to Anaheim. Hey, what up, Robert? Thanks for joining me, man. Robert's always cool. Um, so whenever that time that WonderCon moved to Anaheim, I want to say maybe 2000, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, 11, 12. So from that point on, I've been faithfully going to WonderCon in Anaheim. So I'm glad that it moved down here. Um, and oh, here's the Polar Pop. Always the faithful Polar Pop. Mm. So looking forward to it. I have a colleague to help me out with my WonderCon coverage this year, and his name is John Corona. He's a YouTuber from the Real Talk channel. So I've always been a one-man band, and it's exhausting sometimes covering San Diego Comic Con or WonderCon all by myself. I don't have money to hire a fellow blogger or money to hire a crew or a team. It's been always a one-man job, but now it's going to be two people job. Can't wait. Yes, John is awesome. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Robert, for that vote of confidence. And those of you guys out there, please subscribe to John's channel. It's the Real Talk. He also does movie reviews. And if you're wondering, I'm going to be posting my Captain Marvel review this evening. The reason why I was late is because even though the embargo lifted last night, um, I was away. I was screening Captain Marvel. Shazam. Not so, did I say Captain Marvel? Shazam. I want to post my Shazam review this evening. I said that because Shazam's original name is Captain Marvel. Freaking A. So the reason I was late is because last night is finally that I got to screen it. So and today I finally edited, and you'll get to watch my review of Shazam, the original Captain Marvel, later this evening. Um, Robert says, I'm retired. I get the time. Let me know, Ram. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it. But I think we got it handled for now. But I appreciated your thoughts, my friend. And thank you for offering your help. Carlos says, favorite Craig Zaller's movie? So far, I've only seen three Zaller's movies so far. Bone Tomahawk, Brawl in Cell Block 99, and the recent Dragged Across Concrete. I like this recent one, Dragged Across Concrete. I posted the review here on the channel. I love it. So I would say that that's my favorite so far, and looking forward to his next one. All right, so I'm gonna go back to answering your chats in a few minutes. I'm gonna go through the first topic and stay with me here. Um, if you have thoughts about it along the way, leave it in the chat or leave it in the comment section. Super chats are welcome as well. So let's get right to it. We only have 3 topics today. The first topic is CW, one of CW's longest running shows, Supernatural, is coming to an end. Holy crap. Holy crap. Um, I don't watch this show regularly or religiously like some other fans, but I genuinely thought that when we have, God forbid, nuclear or zombie apocalypse, that the only things that will survive or roaming around the earth after that would be cockroaches and supernatural series and the Big Bang Theory series. But lo and behold, the Big Bang Theory is coming to an end after this season 12. And then, bam, Supernatural, which is currently in its 14th season, is calling it quit after the upcoming season 15. So it's a bittersweet kind of thing, Oh yeah, we got renewed, but it'll be renewed for the last time. I'm gonna play the video here, the audio that tweeted by Jared Padalecki, one of the stars of the show. Um, Before I go ahead and do that, there you go. Just want to turn on the audio. My reaction to this news is that I was surprised, genuinely surprised, mainly because CW's executive head honcho, the CEO of CW, Mark Pedowitz, has publicly said that he is a big fan of the show. He said that many times in the past. I think even in recent one, I think was it Pally Fest, where he said that, oh, I'm confident. He said, I'm confident that the show will get renewed again. He's like, giddy about it. Um, so I thought it was gonna go on forever, like as long as Mark Pedowitz is in charge of CW, because he's like the Kevin Feige of CW, that he's gonna, that CW is gonna keep green lighting or renewing the show, as long as he's in charge. But so I was surprised. My reaction was like, wow, they actually are finally coming to an end. I never thought that this day would come. That's insane. Now, the reason why I don't watch Supernatural is because, and the show, I think, let me open this up on my Wikipedia. I think the show premiered in 2005, right? There you go. Yes, just trying to make sure that I get that fact correct. Um, and of course, as you fans know, it's about two brothers fighting, hunting down demons, ghosts, monsters, other supernatural beings. Of course, each season has its own arc. I watched some episodes of the earlier seasons, but I never followed through after that. Um, Partly because I got too busy, covering other TV shows. There's a lot of gazillion stuff to binge watch out there. So I can't always religiously follow Sam and Dean's adventures. But part of the reason why I also don't watch this show religiously is because after Buffy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 1996 through 2003, and then the series Charmed, it ran from 1998 through 2006. After those two, I've I was like, you know what? I need to take a break from shows about characters fighting off demons and vampires and ghouls and witches and wizards, because that's basically the premise of Buffy and Charmed and Supernatural. So I was like, so when they premiered Supernatural in 2005, 2 years after Buffy ended, and 1 year before Charmed ended, I was just fatigued, man. I was like, oh, no, brain freeze, and another show about this premise again, really. Um, that said, for those of you, my fellow Smallville fans out there, shout out Smallville. Give it up for Smallville. Um, you would remember that. God, I can't remember. Jensen Ackles. There you go, Jensen Ackles. I apologize if I have a brain fart a little bit there. Jensen actually started out in Smallville season 4. He played Lana's boyfriend slash fiance, and his character turned out bad, and his character had an arc with Jane Seymour. About it's so dumb. Season 4 was dumb in Smallville. But after that, bam, 2005, Jensen and Jared got this job. And you know what? I'm so happy for them, because 14 years, man. 14 years. Not, I mean, how many other shows can say that? can brag about that. For 14 years, Jared and Jensen have basically have steady jobs, steady employments, that pay their bills, they make a living off that, they get rich off that. And here's something here's a fun, interesting fact that I read from Variety about this news. The season's coming, season 15 being the last. Uh, Jared and Jensen reportedly have used their popularity and their fame from their shows, the fame and popularity from their characters on the show, to make money simply by showing up at conventions and greeting the fans. That's what it says on Friday. That's insane. So the outlet went on to say that Jensen and Jared actually even own a plane. They own a plane of their own, right? They own Jared private jet plane. I don't know if that's on a lease or they bought it, but they have their own plane that flies them around from place to place, from one convention to the next convention, from one side gig to the next, signing autographs, meeting the fans, doing panels. And that side gig, that this whole thing going around meeting the fans, convention to convention, has now become even more profitable than the money that they make making the series. I kid you not, that's what Variety says. I'm like, holy crap. Of course, after 14 years, you've established a strong, loyal fan base, and they will follow you to the ends of the earth. I bet you if Jared and Jensen opened up their own Patreon accounts, I don't know if they do. I don't know if they have a Patreon account, but if they open it up right now, boom, that's it, man. That's another. The fans will like pour in and support them no matter what. They're really banking on their characters. They're riding that wave, and that even past this season 15, when the show's over, when the show closes its curtain, they can still ride that wave forever, just like Star Trek conventions, or just like the Walking Dead, actors would show up, even those the characters that already died. They still show up at conventions, getting paid to sign autographs. Their merchandise gets sold. So they're set. They're basically set for years to come. And I'm sure, I don't know the details of it, right? Because I don't work in CW, but I'm sure that because the Supernatural has gone past, the 10 years or 8 years, how many ever the television season is usually, to get syndicated. They can sell the rights to other networks, and of course, the creator of the show or the executive producer will get royalties from that, and I'm guessing Jared and Jensen will get a share of that too. So they're good, man. They're set. They don't. They've reached that American dream, that passive income, that residual income that every one of us, can only dream about getting. So they're good. They're good. I think the fans are just sad that the show will not produce new stories anymore, obviously, new episodes. But the fans can rest assured that they can still enjoy all 15 seasons on Netflix. I have a Netflix account. You can watch them there, or any other VOD. So they'll always have that, just like Casablanca will always have Paris. All right. So before we move on to the next topic, I just want to also say that, and before I press play on the audio here, I met Jensen and Jared at Comic-Con. I covered the Supernatural Roundtable last year. They are two of the friendliest celebrities ever. I've met celebrities who are jerks, who are just assholes. Maybe they just have a bad day, or they just inherently they're assholes. But that's not the case with Jared and Jensen. These guys are the most down to earth, famous people you'll ever meet, and I just want to say I'm glad to have had that chance of meeting them, at least, because after the next Comic Con, um, they're probably just gonna be coming to Comic Con only for the signing booth. not doing roundtables for the press anymore because the show won't be on. So yeah, that's it. Woo! Supernatural is coming to an end. I know it's still early to say goodbye. We still got that season 15 coming up, and we're still currently season 14. But I just want to get start early. It's like if you want to say your goodbye to Supernaturals and share your thoughts about it in the comment section below. What are you gonna miss the most about the show? What are you gonna miss the most about Sam and Dean's adventures? And what do you like? If you are an avid watcher, why did you like the show so much? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, and let's end this topic with the video. Let me turn up the volume here. I think I got this. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, guys, I don't know how to play the video on live stream mode, and I don't know if it's copyrighted. So I'm just gonna play the audio here for you guys. Oh, let me get it here. Make it big a little bit.
Speed. Hey guys, Jared, Jensen, and Misha here, and we have some big news that we wanted y'all to hear from us.
We just told the crew that though we're very, very excited about moving into our 15th season, it will be our last. 15 years of a show that has certainly changed my life. I know it's changed these two guys' life. We just wanted you to hear from us that though we're excited about next year, it will be the finale, the big grand finale of an institution.
Yeah, we've cried some tears and we'll cry some more.
But we're going to save the emotion for next season.
Grateful, and we'll work all the emotion into next season.
We talked about this in advance. We're like, let's not get emotional about it. Let's just try to be cool. And
he's hanging on for dear life. I know him.
We love you guys, and this family is not going anywhere, even though the show will come to an end.
I will say this, a little word from Mr. Eric Kripke, the creator of this world and these characters, that in a show about family, it is amazing, and it is the pride of his life that it became family. So thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. I just remembered that Jared actually was part of Gilmore Girls back in the day too. So they come a long way. Jensen was part of Smallville. Gonna miss these guys, definitely. But again, you can still watch all episodes of Supernatural on Netflix if you do have Netflix account, or whatever VOD you can get the show on from. And brace yourselves to say goodbye to Supernatural. Let's rock this. All right, let's see here. Let's go to the chat real quick. Robert says, I've seen Us and Captive State. Us is a solid movie. Get Out was better. Captive State was just okay movie. It's a Redbox movie. I believe you on that, Robert. I haven't seen Captive State. I was at South by Southwest when the movie was on, or the screening was on, so I missed out on that. But I caught Us at South by Southwest, and it was fantastic. Not as strong as Get Out, but I loved Us, nonetheless. Tyler says all good things must come to an end, except The Simpsons. That's going to outlive all of us. Yes. Thank you, Tyler. I just remember. Well, we don't know because The Simpsons now belongs to Disney, Tyler. The Simpsons now, we don't, like in the past, The Simpsons can make fun of Disney, but now Disney's like, you can't make fun of us anymore. We own your ass. We own your ass. So we'll see. Maybe The Simpsons gets axed by Disney. We'll see. Robert says, I just signed up with Patreon to support you and your awesome channel. Thank you for your dedication. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate it, brother. Again, guys, I can't thank you all enough. And thank you, Robert. I know not all of you guys can support me financially, but if you can, even $2 per month, $2 can go a long way. But if you can't, and you just tune in every time I do this weekly show, or watch my reviews, or watch my celebrity interviews, that alone is already also awesome enough. So, but thank you, Robert. I appreciate it, brother, for your financial support. And welcome to Rama Screen Patreon. Tyler says they'll make tons of money off reruns for life, like the cast of Friends does. Yes. As I mentioned earlier, they have they must have some kind of a back end deal, right? Them and the creators of the show, and they'll get royalties. They'll get a share of the reruns now that the show is in syndicated, and the show can the rights can go to other networks. Can so they'll get that profit as well. Tyler says CW is going to be weird with no Supernatural and Arrow after next season. That's right. Arrow is coming to an end as well. Arrow, but the thing is with CW though, Tyler, it seems like CW is going through an era of rebooting stuff. They rebooted Charmed, they rebooted Roswell. I'm like, I would not be surprised if maybe 2 seasons from now they'll be like, "Hey, we are rebooting Smallville." So we don't know exactly yet what they and they're rebooting The Lost Boys. Exactly. So we don't know exactly what shows will take the place of Supernatural and Arrow slots in that prime time evening. But we'll see. It's gonna be really interesting to find out come next season. All right, I'll be back to the chat again after I go through this next topic. So let's follow me here. Stay tuned with me on this next topic. All right, you guys, Disney now officially owns Fox. Again, it's not the entire Fox. They don't own Fox News and the Fox Business Network, but Disney owns Fox Films and TV Studios. So this, again, as I mentioned in my previous video about this, and I'll open it up on my screen here. Disney owns FX, and of course there's FXX. So I'm still surprised that FXX and FXXX are not, reference to adult film. But anyway, Disney now owns those, and Atlanta, Basket, Better Things. Disney owns Fox Channel, The Simpsons, Family Guy. So Fox Television. Disney owns Fox Studios, 20th Century Fox Studios, and of course, they're bringing their final X-Men movie under Fox, which is Dark Phoenix. Oh, and also New Mutants coming up, and then the X-Men will be absorbed. And as I mentioned in my previous video, Kevin Feige had said that we don't have the green light to mess with those characters just yet, but we are in the planning stages these first 6 months of 2019 currently. So they're planning it, but probably they can get green light to actually include for reals those characters in the MCU possibly by 2020. So not till next year, possibly. So that's what's up in my previous video about this matter. So now this topic is about the aftermath, and it's gonna get a bit heartbreaking here. I was gonna do the live stream review of this, giving you my thoughts as it happened this past week, but I was just busy, man. I apologize. So I'm gonna discuss it here. Fox 2000, a division of 20th Century Fox that produced such films as The Hate U Give. I love The Hate U Give. Have you seen it? That's one of the best movies of 2018 last year. I was shocked that it did not get more awards recognitions. The Hate U Give. Fox 2000 also gave us The Devil Wears Prada, which gave Meryl Streep her gazillionth Oscar nomination. Fox 2000 also gave us Hidden Figures. Come on. That was a great film, starring Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, and I think Octavia got Oscar nomination for that, and co-starring Kevin Costner. So it was shocking that Disney this past week decided to close Fox 2000. And I think, because I mentioned when the Disney Fox deal officially closed, I was like, guys, let's take a step back. This is not all celebratory, okay? A lot of jobs are going to be lost. People are going to be losing their jobs. I think fans have this lens. They're like, okay, oh my God, we're gonna have Fantastic Four and X-Men and Avatar. Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome under one umbrella. But if you take a step back, you see the bigger picture, and Disney will be like, okay, we're gonna keep that department. We're gonna do away with that department. We're gonna keep that one, but we're gonna downsize it by 80%. We're gonna keep that one, but we're gonna put our talents instead of keeping those talents. So we're gonna get rid of those. That's how usually things are done in acquisitions and mergers. Now, so that's the sad, heartbreaking fact, or the aftermath of this situation. I think also some fans, like my friend Mike Lee, who's a great guy, he honestly thought that, oh, I thought that Disney was gonna leave Fox be, just like how Disney left Pixar be, just like how Disney left Marvel Studios be, just like how Disney left Lucasfilm be after they acquired them, right? Um, but that's not the case here. That's not the case. The reason is that Disney wants to save money. Uh, and I think I have it on the information here that let me get this right. Uh, this is from the press release from June 20th of 2018. Part of the transaction details of the acquisition. It says here, and I quote: Disney will also assume about 13.8 billion of net debt of 21st Century Fox. 21st Century Fox is the big, umbrella owning all of Fox, including the news and the business network. So now Disney owns the film and TV divisions, and they also owns 13.8 billion of that debt. Um, so now Disney's like, hey, we gotta, skim this. We gotta really tighten our ropes. This can't continue anymore. This debt can't accrue. We gotta stop the bleeding, and no, because we inherit that debt because we own it now, because we acquired the company, and so that's part of the reason why. So it's all business driven, and the reason why, like, hey, how come they don't just let the employees be like they do with Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm? I think it's a different beast, because when it comes to Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm and Pixar, um, there's some fine prints in those deals where there's Disney's like, okay, you do you, boo, and we're just gonna distribute your films. And that's it. I think there's a fine print in the deals between Disney and Fox that are more than just that. It'll be nice. So it's not like Disney's like, all right, Fox, you keep doing you, and we're just gonna distribute your movies. Um, so, and I don't know, I'm not privy to those details, obviously. But part of the reason, also, as I mentioned, is that debt that they now own from having acquired Fox. Um, let's see. I want to read here from the Hollywood Reporter, that said the journalist said that it feels like a funeral at 20th Century Fox. And I've been to 20th Century Fox countless times. I attended screenings there. I covered junkets and red carpets there. And one of my favorite 20th Century Fox movie, one of 20th Century Fox movies of all time, is actually one of my favorite movies of all time, which is Die Hard. And they have this big John McClane mural on one of their buildings. And so I hope they keep that. I hope they keep all the murals, but we'll see. We'll see. There has been massive layoffs, not just on the executive level, but also the workers in the offices. And the one that gets hit hard the most, it says here, are the marketing and distribution levels. So let me read to you from the Hollywood Reporter. The journalist quoted. It's like, it says 2 days after the deal officially closed at 2 midnights past midnight Eastern Standard on Wednesday, it was clear that hitting the ground running means, at least initially, lots of lost jobs. And the journalist quoted one of the employees at Fox. He said, and I quote, "Today, I hate everybody. I hate Disney for buying Fox. I hate Fox for selling. I hate politicians for allowing it to happen. So he's even giving his opinion about the bird's eye view, like, oh, how come lawmakers don't, step in and intervene with all these acquisitions? He kind of has a point, because but then again, we're living in a world where even I think AT&T bought Time Warner, I think, or almost bought, where everybody can just buy a merge and becomes monopoly. That's the world we live in, unfortunately. Unless there's some legislation move forward or signed about it to stop it. But I guess that's what he's saying. Like, I hate politicians for allowing this to happen. Let me read further here. Disney still hasn't disclosed an official number of jobs that they plan to cut. Analysts estimate around 4,000 to 10,000 jobs, though several employees say that the number being floated among people in right now is probably closer to 3,000 jobs. Among many assets Disney purchased was the Fox Film and TV studio, where several in senior leadership they were given notice throughout the day on Thursday. Part of the frustrations, multiple employees said that Disney has been less than forthcoming about who will be let go and when. Regarding severance, employees have been told that they will get 2 weeks of pay every year served, with a maximum of 2 years in severance pay. One Disney employee says, "We feel like we're the ones who have been acquired, because the people at Fox know what their severance packages are if they are going to be let go, and nobody at Disney knows anything. People are panicking, and rightfully so, because nobody is telling them anything." One employee on the TV side told The Hollywood Reporter how disheartened the television employees were at witnessing the carnage in film. But later, the axe began to fall there as well, with 20th television president Greg Madel being let go. Disney also laid off Fox consumer product boss Jim Fielding, and sources say that about 50 US-based staffers in that division have received pink slips. Pink slips, by the way, it's notification that you've been let go. Those of us, I've been there, man. Well, technically, I was let go without pink slips, but but I know what that feels like. But pink slips generally is what you get or receive, saying that, sorry, we don't need you anymore. So yeah, that's I don't want to read the whole thing here, but that's pretty much the devastation that's happening, or that's been happening. And here's also what I read. The people at the division that's not owned by Disney, which are Fox News and Fox Business Network, all those guys, they actually get some benefit out of this. They actually get some more shares on their stocks in the company, which is now Disney company. And Disney's share itself has kind of reportedly gone up since mid-February, leading up to this. So my point is that the only people actually are having a great time, about this acquisition are Rupert Murdoch, because he's like, hey, I don't have to deal with Hollywood anymore, and hey, here's my debt, you take care of it. Rupert Murdoch and the shareholders, they are the ones that get the most benefits out of this merger / acquisition, not the working class. And I saw one of the tweets from one of the people, because I tweeted about this past week. Excuse me, guys. One of the responses to my tweet was, "Oh, don't worry, they'll get another job in the field." Of course, bro. Of course. Yeah, bro. Just get another job, bro. Just get another job, man. Jobs grow on trees. Jobs just fall down from the sky like rain. Psh, jobs everywhere. Woohoo! Jobs. You get a job. You get a job. You get a job. Come on, really? Do you think it's easy for work? Now, I think to be fair though, I think he misunderstood. He probably thought that all the jobs at Fox or any studio are just about the guys holding the mic, the boom mic, or the guys at the catering during on the set, right? Because you go from one set to the next, you go from one project to the next. If you're a assistant DP or that kind of a job, he's probably thinking that way. I'm giving him a benefit of the doubt, but most of these jobs are not that. These are like the office guys. The guys actually clocking in 9 to 5, um, and the guys who are under the executives. So it's like, how tone deaf can that response be? How much more tone? Like, really, you think finding a job is just that easy? Have you checked the market out there? Have you checked our economic status out there as a country? It's like, so I think you got to be really respectful. I know. I don't mean to lay a hammer on that guy. I'm not going to mention what his tweet handle is, or people like him, but we got to be respectful, got to be sensitive, because it's not just about, oh my God, X-Men and Avatar and Simpsons and everything. Oh my God, they're all going to be part of Disney, and Disney and MCU is going to make them better. We're going to have a great Fantastic Four movie for once. But it's more than just that, you guys. So this is that more. This is that other side of the news. And I hope I'm just inviting you guys as fellow fans to be more informed, not to have a this kind of view, but it's like, okay, let's see this from a well-rounded perspective, and also approach it again in a respectful, sensitive manner, knowing the fact that it's going to be tough for a lot of people at Fox. I know I know what it feels like to lose a job, to be let go from a job, but I don't have a family of my own. I don't have mouths to feed. A lot of these people, they have their own family. They have mouths to feed. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to imagine what they're going through. Now they have to start looking at classifieds and going through interviews and going through rejections again, and it's really heartbreaking. So I implore and invite you guys to join me in sending prayers and thoughts and hearts to these workers at Fox who are just devastated by this acquisition. I'm not gonna hate Disney because of this. I totally understand that's a business decision, so I don't totally blame Disney. This is just what happens, unfortunately, in acquisition. But this is the other side, the heartbreaking, devastating side of Disney Fox deal, the aftermath. So what do you guys think? What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, I want to hear what you think down below. Let's rock this. Let's see here. Let's go to the chat. Tyler says so many new Disney princesses because of Fox. By the way, you guys, Tyler has his own YouTube channel as well. I apologize, Tyler, for not including your Twitter handle yesterday when I was promoting small YouTubers. But I'm doing it right now live. Guys, please check out Tyler Calvert. He's a fantastic movie reviewer. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. Tyler went on to say, I just want Disney to let us know if New Mutants is going to be in theaters or Disney Plus. Been waiting for that too long. Yes, thank you. It was supposed to be released last year, right, Tyler? But they pushed it back because I think part of the reason was like, oh, we're going to do some more reshoots and make it more R-rated, because it's supposed to be scary, right? It's supposed to be the horror answer to X-Men. But yeah, I would love to know the answer to that question too, Tyler. Thank you for posing that question. Robert says about 3,000 people will be losing their jobs. So sad. Yes, indeed. Tyler said, I wonder which studio Disney will buy next. Robert says Lionsgate. Tyler says the only trailer for New Mutants come out in October 2017. That's right. And that was not even a trailer. That was a teaser. That's like a tiny, tiny teaser, man. It was barely a trailer. It was barely a teaser trailer. So yeah, that like people's like, oh, they can just get another job in another studios, and in the like, dude, what? So Paramount and WB and Universal are just gonna like open their doors, like, hey, yeah, you guys lost their jobs. Yeah, come over here. We have a lot of openings here. It's like, come on. So uh we really got to approach this sensitively and respectfully, and again, our hearts and thoughts go out to the families that work at Fox, and hopefully they can get employment soon, because I know they have mouths to feed. Yeah, thank you for your chat. Okay, let's get to the final topic of the day. All right, and this is not an opinion, basically. This is just informing you guys what's about to happen next weekend. That's right. Next weekend is WonderCon 2019. Woo woo! WonderCon. Now, I'm only going to be covering a few press rooms, not many. I did not request all. I just requested for a few, based on my observations from last year. Last year, there were some press rooms where I where I did the video interview press line, right? Interviewing the talents, and I uploaded them, and they did not get a lot of views. They did not get a lot of impressions. So now they come back again for WonderCon 2019, and I got invited. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I want to allocate my time, energy, and resources on the interviews and the press rooms that I know will generate a lot of views and interest in the fans. So I'm only going to be doing a few of that this year. And as I mentioned earlier, I have a colleague to help me out. His name is John Corona. He's a fantastic YouTuber, reviewer as well. He has his own YouTube channel called The Real Talk. Go subscribe. And so John will be helping mostly with the panels. The panels, big major panels, movies and TV. And he's gonna be tweeting. He's gonna be tweeting like crazy. He'll be using Rama Screen Twitter handle, tweeting all the quotes from your favorite stars as they say them. As they say them, and as it happens, minute by minute. And the reason we're doing a lot of Twitter game this year is because, and this is true, Comic-Con International, that owns San Diego Comic-Con, and WonderCon, they don't allow filming of the panels anymore. They don't allow, in the days or prior to last year, they allowed fans to set up a tripod or hold camera in their hands, whatever, and film the Q&A, film the panel, or video it. They don't do that anymore. They don't allow it. I have a friend who did that for years, and he got like 30,000 subscribers, and all of a sudden his YouTube channel got taken down on the request of Comic-Con, because of those videos of panels. And the reason is because WonderCon and Comic-Con, or Comic-Con International, they want the views to go to their channel or their network. So they're concentrating it to theirs alone. When it comes to panels, when it comes to Q&As. So I know it's sad, it's heartbreaking. In the past, it's some of the ways that I got views, and some other, the ways that some other YouTubers got views. But we're not allowed to do that anymore. We're not allowed to film the panels anymore. But we are allowed to film the press rooms, inside, because I'm doing the interviews directly myself. So that is still possible. You can expect to see those video interviews on Rama Screen YouTube channel after WonderCon next weekend. So let's get through some of the details of which ones John Corona will be covering and which ones that I will be covering. I have the list here. Um, so on Friday, I'm going to interview the stars of Cloak and Dagger at 12:30. It's a press line, so it's like a red carpet. I'm stoked. I freaking love Cloak and Dagger. I had the fortune of screening season 2 that's coming up. Season 2 premieres April 12th or April 5th. I already watched the first 2 episodes and it's fantastic. Can't wait to talk to the 2 stars about them. So I'll be doing that 12:30 on Friday. John Corona will be covering the 3:15 p.m. panel of X-Men Dark Phoenix at the arena. Now, those of you who've been to Anaheim Convention Center before, there's this big dome, right? That's in front of the building in the back. That dome is called the arena. That's where the big stuff happens. That's the whole H of WonderCon. And then I'm covering AMC's Into the Badlands panel at 3 p.m. In room 200A. So while John is covering Dark Phoenix, I'll be covering Into the Badlands. John will be covering the 4:30 panel of Tolkien. You know, Nicholas Hoult playing J.R.R. Tolkien. You probably have seen the trailer already. And after that panel, I'll be covering Tolkien press line. I'll be interviewing Nicholas Hoult on the red carpet at 5:30 p.m. after the panel. And then John is covering Legion panel at 6 p.m. It's going to be big because this is Legion's final season. Season 3 will be their final one. And then at 7 p.m., John and I will be screening Justice League versus Fatal 5. So WB Home Entertainment is bringing this movie to WonderCon for free for everybody to watch in the arena, and we'll be watching that at 7 p.m. It's a new DC animated movie that comes out on Blu-ray, I think, next month. On Saturday, John is covering DreamWorks Shira. How do you pronounce that? Shira at 10 a.m. So that's a panel. While he's doing that, I'll be covering Missing Link Roundtable at 10 a.m. So Missing Link is Laika's new animated movie, clay animated movie. And I'll be interviewing, I think, the filmmakers. I think the stars will be at the press junket, separate press junket in downtown, which I will not be doing because I'll be at WonderCon. John Corona is covering Nosferatu panel at 11 a.m. Nosferatu panel at 11 a.m. on Saturday. And then John Corona is covering The Tick season 2 panel at 1 p.m. Both those things are in the arena. And then I'm covering Cobra Kai panel and press rooms from 2 to 3:45 p.m. Cobra Kai season 2 panel and press room on Saturday. And then at 3:45, I'll be covering Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. press line, baby. Woo-hoo! I'm excited because in the past, Marvel has only given me like roundtables. Now I can finally actually interview the talents directly one-on-one on the carpet. So I'm excited. So that's 3:45 till 5:30. And then at 5:30, I'll be covering Deadly Class press line. Oh, yes. Oh, if you've been following this channel, you would know how much I love Deadly Class. I review it every week. The season finale was this past Wednesday, so go check out the video there. I can't wait. To interview Benjamin Wadsworth. Maria is going to be there. And I hope that the show gets renewed for second season. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm betting that announcement will happen during WonderCon. I think Sci-Fi is just holding that announcement until they can drop it at WonderCon, and that will, generate buzz. Oh, sorry, because people are like, "Oh my God, Deadly Class gets renewed." It'll be part of WonderCon's news. John Corona will be covering WB panel at 5 p.m. WB is bringing Shazam and La Llorona, The Curse of La Llorona. Both, I think, New Lines films, I believe. And then John will be covering Child's Play panel at 6 p.m. That's right, the new Chucky movie. They're bringing new footage. I hear that they're bringing a new trailer. So John will be covering that at 6 p.m. The stars will be there, including Aubrey Plaza. And then I'll be covering Deadly Class panel at 7:30 p.m. while John is doing Child's Play. On Sunday, the final day. The final day is always lax and chill, and because Saturday is always the busiest, right? Saturday they bring out the big guns. Sunday everybody's like starting to go home. Sunday is when you come just to buy shit, just to exchange pins, whatever, just hang out with nerds, maybe uh, hang out with cosplayers. I'll be doing a lot of cosplay videos as well because I think cosplayers are hot. Uh, uh, I used to cosplay myself back in the day, so I'll be doing a lot of cosplay corner videos as well. So on Sunday, I'm covering Marvel Rising Roundtable at 9:30 a.m. John Corona is covering Marvel Rising panel at 11 a.m. While he's doing that, I'll be covering the 100 panel at 11 a.m. The 100 season 6, I believe, coming up. And then I'm covering Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles press line at 12 p.m. Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles press line at 12 p.m. And then John and I will be screening, we'll be watching Batman versus TMNT screening at 1:45 p.m. It's a 2-hour movie, I believe. So WB Home Entertainment is bringing two DC animated movies for people to screen at WonderCon. The first one is the first one is Justice League versus Fatal 5 on Friday evening, and then Batman versus TMT on Sunday afternoon. So, and right after those screenings, sorry guys, my enunciation is like really bad today. Screenings. Right after those movies, John and I will be doing video reviews of those movies, of said movies, Fatal 5 and Batman versus TMNT. So check those out as well. It'll be on both our channels. It's gonna be awesome. Oh my God! You have no idea how relieved I feel that I have some help this year. It's a relief, when you've done everything all by yourself and all throughout all the years, to finally get a help for once. It's just amazingly awesome. And so thank you, John, for helping me out. Again, subscribe to his channel, The Real Talk. Sorry, okay, here you go. The audio's good. Okay. And that's it. That's John and Rama's very epic, very detailed WonderCon 2019 coverage plans. What do you guys think? And are there panels that you're like, oh, how come you're not covering this panel? Maybe you've seen the panel on the schedule list on the WonderCon website. Let me know. Let us know which ones that we're missing out on, and which ones that you think that we should totally cover as well. We want to hear your thoughts. And if you're going to be at WonderCon, Rama Screen fans, let us know too. Or DM me on Twitter. Like, hey, Rama, can we meet up? Can we, take photos? Can we chat? I would love to chat with you guys. If you guys happen to be at WonderCon, let's meet up. All right, let's nerd out. Let's talk about movies, TV, and all our favorite characters. And we'll set a time definitely to have that meetup. Let me know. DM me on Twitter. That's Rama Screen, RAMASSCREEN. Follow me there. All right, that's it. Share your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's rock this. All right. So let's go to the chat real quick. Reaction Live 21 says, in your videos, can you spoiler alert, like spoiler review? Most of my TV reviews are spoiler filled. Most of my movie reviews are not spoiler filled. They're spoiler free. So that's the answer to your question. I will let you know. I always let you know whether or not or I will let you know usually when the video does contain spoilers. If I don't say anything about it, then you can assume that video is spoiler free. All right. So, but the Shazam review that I'll be posting this evening is spoiler free. You won't get spoilers in that one. But you will always know, if I do have spoilers in my reviews, because I will tell them to you. If I don't tell them to you, you can assume that that it's spoiler free. So Thank you so much. In the thumbnail, yeah, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. There's thumbnail images is very tricky. There's always you have the poster, you have a picture of me, you have the writing already taking up space. So, but I'll consider Reaction Live 21. I can't make promises right now, but I'll consider your suggestion. Thank you so much for that. All right. Oh yeah, that's one way to get more views indeed. So thank you so much. Thank you, Reaction Live 21. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Tyler, for your chats here, and thank you all of you guys for tuning in on this weekly show live stream, Rockin' It with Rama screen. Next week, of course, there will not be a Rockin' It with Rama screen because I will be at WonderCon with John, but we'll be doing a lot of tweeting. So follow Twitter handle Rama Screen, RAMASSCREEN, and maybe John and I will also do some live stream fun, for a few minutes from WonderCon 2019. So go check out Rama Screen. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Subscribe. Press that like button, ring that bell, and support me at patreon.com/Rama Screen. You guys are awesome. Let's rock this.